definitely something that can surprise. Like, he's taken a game off Huck in tournament. He's a really solid player.
Yeah, well, we do have the game loaded up, so we're going to hop into the introductions as we start down here in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. We got the red Protoss player. Give it up for Creature from Team Ascension Pro.
Ooh, wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Damn. Ender Sword, bossing it up on the Observer.
And in the bottom left position of New Gettysburg, give it up for the yellow Terran player from Krayas. It is Jason.
Team Cray Squad. Really cool team. It's more actually what I would call it is a clan. It's like a really cool, fun group of people.
It's like OG Root.
OG Root, yeah.
Clan Nightmare. Yeah, that's like a 6-year-old clan. You got a Deadly Gaming.
Oh my God.
Underrated. These are all
team underrated, man. That is a throwback.
Got shout out to my team Dust.
Team Dust, man. Yeah. Rest in peace, Team Gravity.
Oof.
Too soon. Too soon. All right, so Protoss versus Terran, going to be very interesting. Now, the cool thing about Creature is that I think that he's one of those players that a lot of people, unless you're super familiar with the North American scene, you may not know as much about Creature, but he's been around for a while. He's been playing in events, online tournaments for years now, but I think he has been a little bit more on the down low, especially lately, until recently.
Yes, I know that he's had some pretty impressive results. Ooh, nice little move right there. Just want to point that out. Jason was going to block some mining, and Creature used the probe that would have been blocked to build his assimilator. That just makes me warm and fuzzy inside.
Yeah, small little things, small little micro techniques going on between the two players. But I think we were saying, Jason also a player that we're talking about how he's really, really well known for doing quite well on the ladder. I actually saw him the other day. He was beating Violet on the ladder. Ironically enough, though, was beating Violet on the ladder as Terran, losing to Violet. Or sorry, when Violet was playing Zurich, he was beating Violet. When Violet was playing Protoss off-racing last night, though, Violet was actually trashing him.
Yep, that's the power of Protoss.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't bode too poorly for him, though.
Yeah.
This is a TVP.
Yes, that would be a little bit troubling. To lose to someone's off race would affect my confidence. But Jason, he's a stone.
Violet's Protoss is actually pretty good though. I've heard people
really good.
I've heard people saying, you know what? Sometimes Violet, I wonder why you don't switch, because your Protoss is good enough that sometimes it's harder to beat than your Zerg.
Yeah, I've played as Protoss and I was watching him play Protoss last night. His target fire was really good. But focusing on this game a little bit, we do have, I want to draw attention to this. Okay, well, there's an Adept coming across the map. Jason's going to try and block it, but Creature, very smartly, waiting for the Adept shade, not going to go in there blind. Going to see 5 Marines and get up there and see a reactor. Actually sees everything. That's really good. Oh, letting it finish.
Oh.
Jason kind of overcommitting there. And look at this. Creature might be able to get out here.
Yeah.
Oh, going to be really close. No, he's going to take no damage at all. Actually shades back into the natural, going for the mule.
Gets very close to getting it.
Even just denying mining time right there is really nice. That was actually exceptionally well done from Creature.
Yeah, it's just the mind games, right?
Yeah.
Where you make your opponent feel like they're dancing around, chasing after this one single unit, and it sets you off. And of course, this is a LAN environment. This isn't just playing from home where your mom is like coming in, serving you spring rolls and like hot chocolate. No, you got to play in a very stressful environment, and these small little factors add to that stress level where you feel like, I can't keep up with this single unit of my opponent. He's going to be coming at me with a lot more pretty soon.
That was actually incredibly, like, I can't stress enough how good that was. Ooh, really nice scan right there from Jason, seeing everything. This is something I didn't talk about earlier, but I really wanted to. That SimCity is very cool to me. Right off the bat, it shuts down Reapers incredibly hard. And it's something that you never really see. Look at all the surface area that right now that's blocked. There's almost nowhere to jump in on the left side. It means you have to go to the right, and just funneling it down to one spot is going to be so good.
Well, it does look like we're going to have a pretty standard opening over here from Creature. He did go for just Robotic Facility, Twilight Council, getting on Blink. We'll see if he decides to get aggressive, but Jason, of course, going to be coming in first. Does have all the Marines loaded up inside of the medevac. He never actually went for the Widowmine drop, though. I'm sort of surprised, as that did seem like what he was leading up into.
Yeah, it looks like it was just to defend against potential oracles. It was shot in there in the main mineral line.
Yeah.
But we do see some nice pylon positioning from Creature. Ooh, look at that. Adept shades through. And this is neat to note. Creature has not taken even a single hull point of damage this game.
And
he has only taken shield damage. Yeah, it is. Yes, exactly. A true perfect game. Oh, looks like he's going to go after this medevac, though. Takes it down. Loses 1 adept, but he's going to be happy with that. And, oh, actually a bit of a misstep right there. Meanwhile, in the natural, there is a Widowmine drop that's done a lot of damage. How much damage was that? 8 workers have been killed.
And worker counts may seem like they've been evened up. Creature at 41 with Jason at 40 workers, but realistically, Protoss player does want to be a bit ahead on workers. Both these players, though, really have delayed their third expansions by quite a bit of time. I believe Jason in his main base has a third expansion finished up, but we got the Liberator also making its way across the map. Oh, did Creature not notice the Liberator? I feel like he would have turned back with the Stalkers if he did.
Oh, he did actually. Warps in Stalkers at that main base. Is going to be going after that, chases it away. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, there is some pressure coming in. Oh, nice, abusing that high ground. Just out of range of the tank. Is he going to get that at Supply Depot?
Yeah, he should be able to after he kills off those SCVs.
Oh, nice, gets one of the SCVs and cancels it. Wow, really nicely done for Creature.
Yeah. Blink is also finished up now, so Creature can continue to put on the pressure. And the really cool thing is, he can actually even just move that Warp Prism over the main base if he needs to. But
oh, look at that positioning. Gonna get 2 probes right there for sure as this other one comes out, even with a gas in hand.
Yeah, it's going to be really annoying to deal with this because it does cut down on his production. And he's trying to put on this Stalker pressure to try and keep his opponent back. But realistically, he's only on 1 base of mining right now. He's losing so much production time.
He is. And I actually don't like the move from Jason. I would have preferred to have him stay where he was. Unsieges that Liberator. Does get away from the Blink, but right now I think that Liberator is going to go down to another Blink. Nicely done from Creature.
Yeah, spots out the robotics blade before he goes down. It looks like there is going to be a pause, but I want to note something really important that just happened over there. We saw a lot of Warpins happening back at home, and you have to remember, there was, in fact, the Warp Prism on the other side of the map. He wanted to put pressure on, but he wasn't able to just because that one Liberator forced in 5-6 Stalker Warpins at home, and it alleviates the pressure. That makes defending easier by attacking.
Yes, yeah, and but losing that now is going to mean that those Stalkers can go across the map. One thing I would like to see from Creature is a little bit better pylon placement. So maybe add another one to cover those gases at the natural. Add one, maybe even 2 on the left side of his base in the main. But he is going to be continuing to warp in a lot of Stalkers. Going for almost, I would say, like a puck style right now. Yeah,
he's even getting out the Disruptor. He's getting out his second robotics facility to really power out that style. And it's really not a common style. I think one thing that people always talk about Puck is how odd it is, how he always goes for this Blink Stalker Disruptor style. And most of the time, you don't see Terran players actually really having to go against it. So we'll see how experienced Jason feels against it.
Yeah, is going to be trying to move out and take it as third, but Creature going to be slowing that down, picks off Marine or 2 and a couple SCVs.
But he's looking for the free damage right now, though, right? He's just trying to delay, because he's had his third expansion for a while. He's going to try and push this back.
This actually could get a little dicey.
We got a couple more shots going off. It looks like a medevac gets sniped off. Another medevac almost gets sniped off. Jason manages to salvage the situation, but the Warp Prism for Creature. No, we don't. Okay, Stim is not done yet, so we cannot chase after that.
Yeah, this is an incredibly late Stim from Jason. I guess that's just the way he prefers to play the matchup.
Yeah, I think
this Disruptor in the middle of nowhere.
That's actually so cute. I think that he's legitimately looking for a potential kill over there. That might be an ambush one.
Oof. That could have been incredibly bad, but a quick blink away mitigates the damage there.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Creature.
This could be, as you said, an elaborate bait.
I think that this is exactly what I think the definition of a bait is you try and use those Stalkers, try and get your opponent's army to stim forward, and that's when you come in with the Disruptor shot. Now we end up seeing that Disruptor shot going off. Oh my god, Jason!
Huge hit!
Loses a huge chunk of his army, but he still has enough to push back this force. The problem is there are going to be double Disruptors coming out at a time right now for Creature.
He's on the choke! I just had 6 or 7 heart attacks right there. One for every Marine that didn't go down.
Oh, man. I'm sure that they're very relieved. And Jason somehow does manage to keep himself here. But here's the interesting thing, is even though Creature has all these Disruptors coming out, he has the better tech. But Jason is still leading up a decent amount in supply. He's still setting up 20, 30 supply, and he still can try to do something with that. It's really just about looking for that opportunity. I think now is the time he's going to try and find one.
And he does have that upgrade advantage with the +1 and 2-2 starting, or well, 1-2, 2-1, I should say, starting out right now. Meanwhile, +1 attack not quite done. Resonating Glaive's going to be done by the time this attack comes in, as well as a pretty nice gateway explosion, adding on another 3. But Creature moving out, he could get really badly pushed out of position, and that is an Artosis pylon if ever there was one. on those gateways. He does not want to lose those.
Yeah, I mean, even just for the Warpins, he really needs another pylon over there, and that's going to get focus fire down very quickly, I imagine. Stalker's already going down, and Jason is catching Creature at a totally awkward angle right now. Creature's in the middle of the map. He's going to be losing so much. He's going to lose his third, and I don't even know if Jason has to take the fight after this.
Disruptor
shot! Oh, brutal shot, and Jason definitely pays the price for that third expansion, but Easy's still going to be happy with it. He's still leading up 20 supply, and you know what? I don't even want to commit this to saying that Jason has been taking the great fights because he's been eating some of those Disruptor shots steadfast, but he just is better on supply. He has just been macroing like an absolute beast behind everything.
He has been so good, except for getting purified by fire.
Yes, except for that small little tidbit.
Oh man, these Disruptor shots. This is what I signed up for when I saw Disruptors. I was like, you know what? David Kim, make it happen.
You know, the cool thing about Disruptors is that even if you are in a weird situation, if you're down a lot of army supply, you're down a lot of economy, Disruptors are the biggest playmakers that exist in StarCraft. And you can just look at some of the Disruptor shots that we've seen today, but here we go. He's going to need a couple more of those to really even up this army supply. You can see that he's still sitting down 30. Disruptors!
Big ones.
Those are some pretty good shots. Oh my god!
Two more coming in! Getting pretty decent shots. Another one, but I think that's the last of the Disruptors, and Creature might have overcommitted right here.
Oh, but you have to be so careful. Jason, look at his army. It's stimmed to death. The Disruptors are going to be coming off a cooldown pretty soon, and more Stalkers are coming in to reinforce. Jason is taking a pretty decent fight over here, but he cannot overcommit.
Oof. Forces out a stim there, which is actually a lot of damage. So those Disruptors have been, they've been game-breaking right now for Jason, and if he does not find a way to mitigate this, I don't know if he needs Liberators or if he just needs to split better, but he is in a lot of trouble if he doesn't. We have a big engagement coming down.
Ooh.
Disruptors, zoning out the army, not really getting the shots he needs, but another one coming in. Gonna get 2 Widow Mines. Really nice. Yeah. I'd like to see Creature be a little bit more patient maybe with these Disruptor shots.
Yes.
Because he is very far behind in army supply, and if he does not get these big connections, he is going to get run over.
Yeah, it's so easy to look at these engagements and say, like, look at these great shots of the Disruptors, but you have to remember that Jason is just macroing so well, and no third expansion means that
big shots may be coming in, but he does dodge them. Good job from Jason.
Creature has to get a good connection. That's the only way that he stays alive over here, because he just straight up loses in a direct engagement without good Disruptor shots.
Creature needs to cancel and sacrifice his base and just try and hold the third ramp. We do see, nice, gets a Marauder there, but he needs to have better shots than that. You just said it, and I agree.
Well, I really am liking the patience from Jason right now, though. He's not just rushing on in like he did before. I think he's learned his lesson a little bit from those Disruptors. Yes. And you notice he hasn't actually hit a big Disruptor shot. Creature hasn't really gotten the big win for a while now, even though they've been constantly trading. I think that Jason has really learned how to deal with this a lot better now.
I think you're right about that, and I think he may have made the adjustment he needs, but another Disruptor coming in, not going to do it. And nicely done from Jason. He's made that adjustment mid-game.
Yeah, we also have +3 weapons coming out right now for Jason. Comparison, +2 weapons still coming out right now for Creature. Siege Tanks move their way up, and they're actually going to be saved over there. Getting some good shots off on the Disruptors. The Disruptors do have to be careful. He does not want to have to replenish them.
Oh, man, he has been dodging these Disruptors like a boss since those 2 big shots.
Oh, my God.
And this, another 2 coming in. But Jason is so well split right now.
Jason is doing this so amazingly well, and even when he doesn't trade out his army efficiently, just look at the supply. He's up 100 supply. GG. Jason
with an incredible comeback. Not in the sense of supply, but in the sense of mentality.
You know what, that was